This idea came to me when I was watching a book study by Travis Mages. I'll leave a link, but the book is called A Practical Guide to Kabbalistic Symbolism. I highly recommend the book because it's influenced a large amount of my ideas, and I've referred to it for the past 2 years or so. Anyway, so how you build the tree inside yourself is every day, at the end of the day, you are going to read what notes you've taken on the Sephirah or Cliffah that you're currently in, or that you're currently working with. And you're going to read them. You're going to get into a meditative state, and then you're going to read the notes. And then you're going to upload the notes to a certain image, a certain mental image. So, for example, I'm working with Samael, the Cliffah Samael. So I would visualize the tree of death. For personally, this is the imagery I would use. I'd visualize the tree, and I'd hold this image in my mind. And it wouldn't just be the tree normally. It would be the tree with every other sphere blacked out, and Samael, a glowing bright white light. And I would hold this image in my mind for as long as possible, basically. And you do this immediately after reading all of your notes about Samael, and your intention is to link all of the information with the mental imagery of the sphere. And what this should do is create a mental link in your mind between the actual information and the mental image. And you want to do this repetitively every single night. And you need to do this with lots and lots of information on this sphere. And then you need to do it so many times that it becomes automatic, that when you meditate on this imagery, that you can easily pull this information and recall it. So you have the entire tree built within yourself, and you can use it as an actual map when you enter meditative states. Because here's the thing, visualization, that's great. That's the etheric plane, and maybe the astral plane if it gets really vivid and interactive. But what about the mental plane? Because you need the concepts and the essence. Because beneath the mental picture, which would be the astral and etheric layers, there's still the essence behind everything. There's still the essence, and there's still the concept, which exists on the mental and causal planes, I think. So you need to link the mental image, the astral layer, with the conceptual and essence of the concept, which would be the mental plane and the higher planes, whichever that shit is called. And that's basically the whole idea. But what you're doing really is creating actual mental architecture of the tree that should stay in your mind for as long as you keep using the tree interactively, and as long as you keep referring back to it. Because each time you do this practice, it should strengthen the neural pathways to create a stronger link between the mental imagery and the concepts related to said imagery. So if you do this with a lot of intent and repetition, you can actually like build a usable microcosm, I guess, of the tree that you can just pull up in your mind in the astral or the etheric plane whenever you want, and you can use it interactively. So what would using the tree look like? You could enter a meditative state and then visualize the imagery that you linked to whichever Clifa or Sephiroth that you want. And then you can embody this energy because you have all of the concepts linked to the mental image. So if you meditate on the mental image, it should be like opening the sphere depending on your intent, or accessing all of the information that you linked to the sphere in your mind.